So now in this lecture we are going to discuss about the rules which we have to follow while making a bank reconciliation statement. The meaning of the term bank reconciliation statement we have already discussed. We know that there are two sets of book. One is cash book, which is maintained by the businessman. Another is the passbook, which is maintained by the bank. We know this thing also, that whenever any transaction occurs in the business in which somewhere bank is involved, right, then that transaction should be recorded in the cash book also by us and in the passbook also by the bank. But still there are some situations which create some differences. The balance of cash book and the passbook should be equal, but due to some situations दोनों के जो balances होते हैं वो equal नहीं हो पाते. So we have to make a bank reconciliation statement. So in this lecture now, like today, I will be going to make you understand about those rules which we have to follow so that we can make a bank reconciliation statement. First of all, some features of BRS which I want to tell you. Bank reconciliation statement, in short we can also call it as BRS. See, this is the format. Format is bank reconciliation statement as on. I have written this on the top, right, as on. Now what does this mean, as on? As on means that this statement is prepared on a particular date, right? As I told you in the previous video lectures also, that we always make bank reconciliation statement, every month we have to make it, so that we can find out the various causes of differences and we can remove out those causes, right? So it means that we are making bank reconciliation statement every month, and as I am making bank reconciliation statement on a particular date, so I am using the word as on. I would like to suggest you all to note down the key points. Write each and every thing which I am going to tell you right now. So write the first point. Bank reconciliation statement is prepared on a particular date every month, so we are writing this word as on. Second point, as the name is bank reconciliation statement, a statement never has two sides like debit and credit. एक अकाउंट की दो साइड्स होती हैं, डेबिट एंड अ क्रेडिट साइड, बट अ स्टेटमेंट नेवर हैज टू साइड्स. So there is no debit and no credit, because it is a statement, it is not an account. You have learned how to make various ledger accounts. You know how to make a cash account, a bank account, or purchase account, sales account. So whenever you make an account, there you write debit side and the credit side, right? But in case of statement, there is no debit and no credit. So as bank reconciliation is a statement, so it doesn't have a debit side and a credit side. So this is the second point. So now look at the format. Format is particulars. In this column you have to write the details of the transactions. Here you are going to write all those points which leads to difference in the cash book and the passbook. And then the next column is plus and minus. Plus and minus means, see, as I told you that we prepared this statement so that we can bring कैश बुक इक्वल टू द पासबुक, राइट? दोनों को इक्वल करने के लिए आप लेकर आते हैं ना. सो ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है कि कभी कैश बुक ज़्यादा हो, पासबुक कम हो, या आपका पासबुक का बैलेंस ज़्यादा हो, कैश बुक का बैलेंस कम हो. सो अल्टीमेटली यू नीड टू मेक देम इक्वल. सो टू मेक देम इक्वल, समटाइम्स यू हैव टू इंक्रीज द बैलेंस, समटाइम्स यू हैव टू डिक्रीज द बैलेंस, राइट? कभी कभी आपको कुछ अमाउंट ऐड ऑन करना पड़ेगा, कुछ अमाउंट आपको सब्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ता है. सो द अमाउंट विच यू ऐड, you always write that amount in this side, and the amount which you subtract, you always write that amount on the negative side. I hope this point is also clear. See, you know that we have to make the balance of cash book equal to the passbook. If supposed to make them equal, sometimes we have to add few amounts and sometimes we have to subtract few amounts. So addition and subtraction of the amounts will be done in this column, correct? So particulars means the details of the transaction, and the amount which we have to add to make the balance of both the books equal will be written on this side, and the amount which we have to subtract to make the balance of both the books equal, we are going to write on this side. So this is all about some features of bank reconciliation statement. I repeat, bank reconciliation is a statement, so it doesn't have two sides like debit and credit. See, I have not written anything debit and credit like that. Secondly, I am making bank reconciliation statement on a particular date. Particular date means, let's say generally every business makes BRS on the last day of the month. Means like suppose if this August month is going on, so every business will make bank reconciliation statement on 31st of August. In month of September they'll make it on 30th of September. So it means that on a particular date means on 31st of August, they are trying to make the balance of both the books equal. पूरे मंथ में कुछ ऐसी ट्रांजैक्शंस हुई होंगी जिन ट्रांजैक्शंस ने कैश बुक और पासबुक के बैलेंस को इक्वल नहीं आने दिया. सो हम एक जगह रुके, वी स्टॉप्ड एट अ पॉइंट. एट व्हाट पॉइंट वी स्टॉप्ड ऑन 31st ऑफ अगस्त. वहाँ रुक कर हमने ये देखा कि ऐसे क्या रीजंस हैं, that what are those differences or what are those reasons which or causes which leads to the difference. कि हमने 31st अगस्त को चेक किया कि ऐसे क्या क्या रीजंस हैं जिनकी वजह से कैश बुक और पासबुक का बैलेंस इक्वल नहीं हो पा रहा. So that day we are making a bank reconciliation statement. We are trying to resolve those causes so that the balance can become equal. So we are trying to make bank reconciliation on a particular date, and that date is generally last day of your month. So BRS is prepared on the last day of the month. So I'm writing the word as on, and then particulars, as I've already explained you, details of the transactions, and you know that we have to make both the books equal. So it means somewhere somehow we need to add or we need to subtract. So addition and subtraction will be written on this one. See, until and unless you not solve the practical, no, these things will not be clear to you much, but still you keep noting down the points. Now let's start with the rules. See, now frankly telling you one thing, this chapter, no, bank reconciliation statement, I don't know that how the book people they have solved this question. I have my own method which I have developed. ये जो मैं आपको मेथड कर रहा हूँ ये मेथड बुक में नहीं है. No other school will teach you this method. I don't know. Secondly, सबका अपना अपना way है करवाने का. I know only this method, and this method has been developed by me. So you have to solve the questions as per this method only. So now start noting down the rules. The first rule generally says that if balance as per cash book is given, then answer will come at passbook. इस लाइन का मीनिंग क्या है कि suppose if in the question, or suppose if the question starts with the balance as per cash book, then we have to find out the balance as per passbook. If the question starts with cash book, answer will come at passbook. If the question starts with passbook, answer will come at cash book. इसका मीनिंग जनरली सिर्फ इतना ही होता है कि आपको कैश बुक का बैलेंस दिया है, इट मीन्स आपको कैश बुक को पासबुक के इक्वल लेकर आना है. इफ बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक इज गिवन टू यू, देन यू हैव टू ब्रिंग पासबुक इक्वल टू द कैश बुक. सो दैट वे यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. इफ बैलेंस एज पर कैश बुक इज गिवन, then answer will be balance as per passbook. Note down this point. If balance as per cash book is given, then answer will come as balance as per passbook. It means अगर आपको कैश बुक का बैलेंस गिवन है तब आपको कैश बुक को पासबुक के इक्वल लेकर आना है. इफ बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक इज गिवन, तो आपको पासबुक को कैश बुक के इक्वल लेकर आना है. आउट ऑफ दीज टू बुक्स ओनली वन बैलेंस विल बी गिवन टू यू इन द क्वेश्चन, और दूसरा बैलेंस आपको फाइंड आउट करना होगा. गॉट इट? इफ कैश बुक इज गिवन, आंसर विल कम, जो भी आपका आंसर आएगा दैट विल बी बैलेंस एज पर द नेक्स्ट बुक. If balance as per cash book is given, answer will be balance as per passbook and vice versa. Second rule. If balance as per cash book is given to you, then you can make changes only into the cash book to make the balance equal to the passbook. क्या मीनिंग है इसका? As you can see that there are some plus and minus column I have written here, no? वो कहते हैं कि if balance as per cash book is given to you, अब आपको कैश बुक का बैलेंस गिवन है, आपको कैश बुक के बैलेंस को पासबुक तक लेकर जाना है. तो कैश बुक के बैलेंस को पासबुक तक लेकर जाने के लिए आप जो भी एडिशन या जो भी सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा, मीन्स जो भी इंक्रीज या जो भी डिक्रीज आपने करना है, दैट यू कैन मेक ओनली इन द कैश बुक. इफ बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक इज गिवन टू यू, अगर पासबुक का बैलेंस गिवन है आपको, देन यू कैन मेक चेंजेस इनटू पासबुक इटसेल्फ एंड देन व्हाटएवर आंसर कम्स दैट विल बी एज पर कैश बुक. इट मीन्स इफ कैश बुक इज गिवन टू यू, अगर आपको कैश बुक का बैलेंस गिवन है तो आप कैश बुक को कम या ज़्यादा कर सकते हैं. कैश बुक में ही एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा सो दैट यू कैन कैलकुलेट द बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक एंड वाइस वर्सा. सो नोट डाउन द रूल्स. इफ बैलेंस as per cash book is given, then we can make, please note down, we can make changes into cash book only. Passbook will be constant. Passbook will be constant means that you can't make any changes into passbook. If suppose if balance as per cash book is given, तो दोनों को equal लाने के लिए cash book में ही plus cash book में ही minus किया जा सकता है. आप passbook में plus या minus नहीं कर सकते. See students, one more thing I would like to tell you. ये जो questions आपकी book में हैं, ये questions उस way से नहीं draft किए गए जिस way से actual reconciliation statement बनती है. But once you are well versed with this thing, no, then I am surely going to discuss few questions with you in which you learn how to make actual bank reconciliation statement. Got it? You know, if you learn all these questions, you will learn up to 90% of the thing. 90% is same, but still 10% difference is there. But it depends upon your interest. If you show your interest and if you learn how to solve these questions, then surely we are going to discuss that how to make the bank reconciliation statement in reality. 90% of the things you are going to do in this chapter only, but that 10% practical fact, real fact, we are going to discuss afterwards. Got it? So this is the second rule. If balance as per cash book is given, then we can make changes into cash book only. Passbook will be constant. So I hope these two rules are clear to you. These two rules will be more clearer to you once we will start with the practicals. वहाँ आप समझेंगे that how we have to use them in reality. Practical life में use कैसे हो. Now the third rule. This is the rule which I was telling you कि this is the method which I have developed on my own. See, you have two hands. One is right hand, other is the left hand, right? So now from today onwards, till we are doing this chapter, your right hand. Got it? Your right hand will be your cash book and your left hand will be your passbook. Remember this thing now. Your right hand will be your cash book and your left hand will be your passbook. We always have to make both the books equal. मेरा टारगेट क्या होना चाहिए कि मेरे जो दोनों हाथ हैं, my both the hands should be at par. They should be equal. But now due to some reasons, हो क्या जाता है कभी कभी ये दोनों इक्वल नहीं हो पाते. मीन्स कभी कभी कैश बुक ज़्यादा हो जाता है, पासबुक का बैलेंस कम रह जाता है, या कभी कभी पासबुक का बैलेंस ज़्यादा हो जाता है, कैश बुक का बैलेंस कम हो जाता है, ड्यू टू वेरियस कॉजेज विच वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, विच आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग अगेन विद ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन. राइट? Our main target is to bring the balance of both the books equal, but due to some reasons, sometimes what happens, the balance of either the balance of cash book becomes more than the balance of passbook, or the balance of passbook becomes more than the balance of cash book. It happens generally. Got it? So now, see. Now the answer is now just let us try to understand the rules using these two hands. Balance as per cash book is given, then answer will be as per passbook. Now if in the question the balance as per cash book is given to me, no, then it means मुझे right hand का balance given है, I have to calculate the balance of the left hand. Secondly, if balance as per cash book is given, see, if balance as per cash book is given, this is my right hand, then I can make changes only into cash book. Passbook will be constant. See, these are two books, cash book and the passbook. My target is to make them equal. Now the balance of cash book becomes, due to some reasons, the balance of cash book becomes more than the balance of passbook. अब दोनों को equal करना है. Now balance as per cash book is given to me. It means now I have to bring cash book to passbook. मुझे cash book को passbook तक लेकर जाना है. Passbook को cash book तक लेकर नहीं जा सकते. If balance as per cash book is given to you, it means that only your right hand is movable, right? Your left hand means your passbook you can't change. Now suppose balance as per cash book is given to me. Somewhere somehow my cash book is more than, has become more than my passbook. अब दोनों को equal लाने के लिए I can make changes only into cash book. मैं पासबुक को चेंज नहीं कर सकती. नाउ इफ सपोज बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक इज गिवन टू मी, गॉट इट. मान लो ये दो बुक्स हैं आपके पास, आपको और कुछ रीजंस की वजह से पासबुक का बैलेंस कैश बुक के बैलेंस से कम हो गया. नाउ बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक इज गिवन टू मी, राइट. तो दोनों को इक्वल करने के लिए मैं पासबुक को कम ज़्यादा कर सकती हूँ. आई कांट ब्रिंग कैश बुक डाउन, मीन्स नॉट डाउन, रादर मैं कैश बुक में चेंज नहीं कर सकती. कैश बुक में प्लस कैश बुक में माइनस नहीं होगा. अब दोनों बुक्स को इक्वल करने के लिए आई कैन ओनली मेक चेंजेस इनटू पासबुक इफ बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक इज गिवन टू यू. आई होप दीज टू रूल्स आर क्लियर टू यू. नाउ विल स्टार्ट विद सम प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस. एंड वन मोर थिंग, सी there are few terms you might have heard. One is favorable balance, ठीक है. The next is unfavorable balance. Now as I told you in the question कि either balance as per cash book is given to you or balance as per passbook is given to you. Let's start with cash book first of all. Suppose if balance as per cash book is given to you, then that balance could be a favorable balance or that balance could be an unfavorable. कैश बुक का बैलेंस भी फेवरेबल भी हो सकता है, अनफेवरेबल भी हो सकता है. फेवरेबल बैलेंस ऑफ द कैश बुक मीन्स यू मे से कि आपके पास सफिशिएंट कैश है, राइट. फेवरेबल बैलेंस ऑफ द कैश बुक मीन्स डेबिट बैलेंस ऑफ द कैश बुक, राइट. मीन्स लाइक यू हैव सफिशिएंट कैश मीन्स कि आपके पास रिसिप्ट ज़्यादा है आपके पेमेंट से, सो यू आर गेटिंग मोर इनकम, योर एक्सपेंसेस आर लेस, सो यू हैव अ फेवरेबल कैश बैलेंस. बट इफ देर इज अनफेवरेबल कैश बैलेंस, अगर कैश बैलेंस अनफेवरेबल है तो क्या होगा? then in that case means you have less receipts and more incomes, right? Less receipts and more expenditure means less cash is coming but more cash is going out. So in that case you have a credit balance. Unfavorable cash balance means a credit balance. I explained this thing in detail also that cash book runs on the like cash book is basically an asset for you, no? cash book आपके asset होते हैं, right? तो cash book में जो भी आप principle follow करते हैं वो assets का principle होता है. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So if more money is coming into the business, it means you have favorable balance, it means you have a debit balance. But if more money is going out of the business, your expenses are more than your incomes, your payment side is more than your receipt side, it means that you don't have a favorable balance, it means you have a credit balance. But in case of passbook, passbook means your account which bank is maintaining, right? As I told you कि बैंक भी डिजिटल फॉर्म में आपका अकाउंट बनाता है, उसी अकाउंट की हार्ड कॉपी आपको पासबुक की फॉर्म में दी जाती है, बट यू हैव टू गेट द एंट्रीज डन, राइट? अब पासबुक आपको बताया था दैट द मनी विच यू डिपॉजिट विद द बैंक, राइट, वो आपके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तो एसेट है, but that money is a liability for the bank because the bank has to keep that money safe, right? So whenever you have more money in your bank account, जो भी मनी आप बैंक में डिपॉजिट करते हैं, बैंक रिकॉर्ड्स दैट एंट्री इन द पासबुक ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड. बैंक तो उसे क्रेडिट साइड में रिकॉर्ड करता है, करेक्ट? सो इट मीन्स जितना ज़्यादा मनी आपके पास आपके बैंक अकाउंट में होगा वो आपकी पासबुक की क्रेडिट साइड पर आता जाएगा. इट मीन्स कि पासबुक का फेवरेबल बैलेंस कौन सा हुआ? आपका क्रेडिट. फेवरेबल बैलेंस ऑफ द पासबुक मीन्स कि आपके अकाउंट में मनी डिपॉजिट ज़्यादा होती है, विड्रॉल कम होता है. इन केस अगर आप ऐसा करते हो कि जितना मनी आपके अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट है आप उससे ज़्यादा विड्रॉ करते हो, इट मीन्स कि आपका तो इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि आपने कहीं ना कहीं बैंक से लोन लिया, और बैंक से लोन लेने की रिक्वायरमेंट हमें कब पड़ती है? जब हमारे पास हमारी फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन स्टेबल नहीं होती. इट मीन्स अनफेवरेबल बैलेंस ऑफ द पासबुक इज द डेबिट बैलेंस. These things will be clear to that child only, the one who knows the basic very well, right? See, cash book runs on the principle of debit what comes in, credit what goes out. If more cash is coming in and less cash is going out, means your debit side is greater than your credit side, your receipts are more than your payments, it means you have cash in hand with you, means आपके पास पैसा बचता है, because जितना पैसा आपके पास आता है आप उससे कम स्पेंड करते हैं, means आपके पास मनी सेव हो जाती है, it means you have a favorable balance, and the favorable balance of the cash book is debit balance, right? But in case if your payments are more than your receipts, means जितनी इनकम आपकी है उससे कहीं ज़्यादा आपका तो खर्चा हो रहा है, it means आपका बैलेंस कैसा है, अनफेवरेबल। लेकिन वो कैश बुक की लैंग्वेज में किस साइड पर आएगा, क्रेडिट साइड पर। एंड द इंटायर ऑपोजिट हैपन्स इन केस ऑफ पासबुक। पासबुक के केस में क्या होता है कि whenever you have more money in your bank, whenever you deposit more money in your bank and you withdraw less, it means that your credit side is greater, because you know the logic very well that whenever you deposit money in the bank, in the passbook it is always recorded on the credit side. तो इट मीन्स आपका लॉजिकली फेवरेबल बैलेंस के लिए आपका क्रेडिट साइड बड़ा होना चाहिए। दैट्स व्हाई इफ द बैलेंस इज फेवरेबल, then from the point of view of passbook it should be a credit balance, and if balance is unfavorable then from the point of view of passbook it should be a debit balance, क्योंकि passbook में credit का meaning होता है। now note down these points also, yes I remember, note down these points. Debit in the cash book, I repeat, debit in the cash book means money is coming in the cash book, because cash book runs on the principle of debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So if I say there is debit in the cash book, means money comes in the cash book. If I say there is credit in the cash book, means money is going out of the cash book. Please note down these points. Debit in the cash book means money comes in the cash book. Credit in the cash book means money goes out of the cash book. So if debit side is greater, means you have favorable balance. If credit side is greater, it means you have unfavorable balance. Similarly, if there is credit in the passbook, credit in the passbook means that you are depositing money in the passbook, right? So it is a favorable balance, it is a good thing for you. And debit in the passbook means that you are taking out money from your bank account, so it shows a sign of unfavorable balance. Please note down, credit in the passbook means money is going into your bank account. Debit in the passbook means that you are taking out money from your bank account. And now ये जो पासबुक में क्रेडिट और पासबुक में डेबिट होता है, ये कौन करता है, बैंक करता है। आप जस्ट क्या करते हैं, जो भी डेबिट और क्रेडिट बैंक ने आपके अकाउंट में किया है, आप उस डेबिट और क्रेडिट का पूरा स्टेटमेंट निकलवाते हैं, उनका हार्ड कॉपी लेते हैं। एंड वेयर डू यू गेट द हार्ड कॉपी, यू गेट द हार्ड कॉपी इन द पासबुक। एंड हाउ डू यू गेट इट, व्हेनेवर यू गो टू द बैंक, आप हमेशा क्या करते हो, जस्ट आस्क योर पेरेंट्स, दे ऑलवेज टेक देयर पासबुक अलोंग, पासबुक लेकर जाते हैं, वहाँ पर बैंक में एंट्रीज करवाते हैं, राइट? जिस एंट्रीज में ये चीज़ क्लियर शो हो जाती है और प्रिंटिंग हो जाती है पासबुक में, जहाँ से आप ये चीज़ चेक कर सकते हैं कि कितना आपके अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हुआ, कितना आपके अकाउंट में डेबिट है, मीन्स कितना मनी आपके अकाउंट में गया, कितना मनी आपके अकाउंट से निकाला गया। So I hope these basics are clear to you. Now we are going to start with the practicals where things will be more and more clear to you. So keep noting down these facts and keep